Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In a simple and honest way, we focus on undervalued stocks, future growth sectors, and real opportunities. Today's video is a deep dive into Applied Digital Corporation, ticker symbol APLD. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice, is not a financial advisor, and this is not a recommendation to buy or sell any stock. All investments involve risk, and stock prices can move up or down at any time. Always do your own research and consult with a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. Now let's talk about why APLD stock is quietly becoming one of the most interesting names in the market right now. Applied Digital Corporation operates in the rapidly expanding space of high-performance computing, AI infrastructure, and advanced data center solutions, areas that are seeing explosive demand as artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and data-intensive technologies continue to reshape the global economy. While many investors still think of APLD as a speculative or misunderstood company, the reality is that it is positioning itself directly in front of one of the strongest long-term growth trends of this decade. At the moment, APLD is trading in a low dollar price range, and historically this is where some the best long-term opportunities are formed because low-price stocks tied to real infrastructure and real demand can deliver massive percentage gains if execution remains strong. One important dynamic to understand is that retail investors are already stepping in aggressively, driven by news, future potential, and the broader AI narrative, while many large institutional investors appear to be waiting on clearer confirmation through earnings, cash flow stability, and long-term contracts. This gap between early retail accumulation and institutional patience often creates a powerful setup. Because when institutions finally enter with significant capital, price action can accelerate very quickly, sometimes pushing a stock from a low-dollar range into a multi-dollar expansion phase in a relatively short period of time. From a valuation standpoint, APLD still trades at a noticeable discount compared to many other AI-related and data center stocks that are already priced at much higher dollar levels. And that valuation gap alone suggests there may be room for upside if the company continues executing on its growth plans. Looking at possible scenarios, a conservative bullish case would be a move back toward the $5 level, which would already represent a substantial percentage gain from current prices, while a stronger execution scenario combined with favorable market sentiment could open the door to $7, $8, or even $10 over the medium term. In a broader bull market environment, where capital flows aggressively into AI and digital infrastructure plays, long-term upside into double-digit dollar levels, 10 plus, cannot be ruled out, although that would likely come with periods of volatility and consolidation along the way. It's very important to stay realistic here because APLD is still considered a volatile growth stock, meaning sharp pullbacks, temporary drops, and emotional market reactions are completely normal, and investors must be prepared for that reality. No stock moves in a straight line, and patience often becomes the biggest advantage for those who truly understand the story they are investing in. Risk management remains critical, position sizing matters, and no single stock should ever dominate a portfolio, regardless of how strong the long-term narrative may appear. Broader market conditions, interest rate expectations, and overall investor sentiment will also play a major role in determining how fast or slow APLD's story plays out. But the core takeaway remains the same. Applied Digital represents a high-risk, high-reward opportunity tied directly to the future of AI computing and digital infrastructure, not a guaranteed outcome, but a calculated bet on long-term technological growth. Investors who understand both the upside potential and the downside risks are better positioned to make rational decisions rather than emotional ones, especially during periods of volatility or market uncertainty. As demand for computing power continues to rise globally and companies search for scalable, efficient infrastructure solutions, APLD's business model becomes increasingly relevant. And that relevance is exactly what long-term investors look for when evaluating emerging growth stories in the stock market. If you found this breakdown helpful and want more deep dives, honest analysis, and price targets in dollars on stocks like APLD and other emerging opportunities, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future updates.